Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Hannah. Today I am joined with my two roommates. This is Natalie and this is Jaime. And today we're going to be doing a move out mukbang. Our lease doesn't end until end of July, so this is a little premature, but this is kind of the last time that we're all going to have time to do this and film this. So today we are going to be eating Texas Roadhouse. We decided to go to Texas Roadhouse and scam them of all their rolls. So we have 12 lovely rolls from Texas Roadhouse, as well as 3 containers of their honey butter. Today we're going to be doing this mukbang, as well as answering a couple of questions that you guys submitted, as well as a couple of questions that we collected from the internet. Are y'all ready? Alrighty, let's go. So the first question is, what would be on your gag reel for your life?
One time when I was living in Ohio, I had a dog who was much bigger than I was, and she saw a squirrel while we were walking, and she was on a leash. And naturally, she ran towards the squirrel and dragged me face first through the grass while my mother was dying of laughter after having surgery.
I did not know this.
Yep.
Was it Blackie?
Yep.
No.
And I hit my head on a hill, so that was nice.
So that's a part of your gag reel?
Yeah, that would definitely have made it on America's Funniest Home Videos.
Mine would be probably the 2 times that my sandals broke while I was walking in between classes. One time in middle school, second time happened in high school. The first time I didn't have any backup shoes, and so I don't even know what I did, but I'm pretty sure it was on the way to lunch, and I was just like hopping with one sandal on. And the second time, luckily I had like soccer athletics or something afterwards, so I had tennis shoes to wear. It did not go with my outfit, but I had some backup shoes, but it was embarrassing.
So this is a story that I obviously haven't told on the internet, and I don't think I've told y'all. I think it was like when I was 3 or 4. I got a Barbie Jeep, and like that was
the pink one?
The pink one, yes.
Oh yes, you're trying to have
And
one.
that was the coolest toy that you could get when you're that age.
Yes.
So I got a Barbie Jeep. We had a big like backyard. We had a trampoline, and so I went a little crazy. And I would like drive the Barbie Jeep underneath the trampoline, like with my sister in the passenger seat. My sister's a lot taller than I was, so I would be driving and not hitting the trampoline at all, and she would just be like the entire time. At one point, my other sister was running around the backyard, and I full on just ran her over in my Barbie Jeep.
You murderer!
Oh my god.
She's fine. Yeah, that day too, I also quoted Charlie's Angels scene.
That's how you should end this video, is doing the Charlie's Angels disappear.
I might put it in. I think I have to.
I think you mean crazy.
What was a total freshman move you did when you began college?
Well, one financial thing was buying textbooks full price at the bookstore.
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
second
Wrong
that.
move.
Yeah.
Dumbest. Chegg.com or Amazon.
Only Chegg, only Amazon. Don't buy your books if you can help it. Rent them so you can just send them back.
Yep.
Oh my god.
And they don't care if you highlight it. I highlight the whole book. They don't care. Skipping class too much. I skipped class so much in my freshman year.
I honestly could have gotten, like, I got decent grades, but I could have gotten better grades.
I definitely could have. And there's always those basic classes that you skip, but you should go to them. You pay for it.
Spending all my money on Starbucks before the semester ended. Don't do that, because you still gotta eat.
Attempting to trust the dining halls. They're awful. What food are you always running out of at the house? I always run out of Cliff Bars, but that's because somebody in this house eats my Cliff Bars.
It's not my fault.
Desserts in general.
Yeah. Even though we stockpile desserts, we have so many, and then next day they're all gone.
Yeah, but like, you get sick of them, so like, then we have 2
You
desserts
have to have
going.
options.
Mine would probably be chips or candy. I always run out of candy. And then I'm too lazy to go to Walgreens to get some.
We tend to run out of like our Gardein packs pretty quickly too.
And french fries, oh my god.
I just stuffed bread in my mouth. Hot memory together.
I mean, mine's the Superbad.
Which one is that?
When we watched Superbad, ate wings and also played with slime all in one
that'd be
night.
fun.
And then we all laid out on the dorm floor from exhaustion of how much fun we were having and how full we were from the Wingstop.
Honestly, we probably shouldn't have laid on that dorm floor.
Probably disgusting.
It was probably
Well,
disgusting.
we vacuumed. We
Yeah.
were definitely one of the cleanest dorms in the entire place, I would guess.
That is true. We spend a lot of time on this couch.
Fond memories.
I'm trying to think of the freshman year.
Yeah, because we did more outside the house freshman
We
year.
tried to get out of the dorm.
Float Fest.
Float Fest was fun.
Float Fest was
We met
great.
up during the summer.
We
Oh,
went to
yeah.
a music festival. It was really, really hot.
Yep.
Probably really dangerous for us to be out there, but it was fun.
That Pedialyte was kicking.
Pedialyte was kicking. Pedialyte, if you go to music festivals and you don't know what Pedialyte is, that will save your life.
Yep.
You kind of...
I know.
She does.
She nearly fainted and I had to save her life from dehydration. You kind of have to sneak it into music festivals, but it's totally worth it. I highly recommend that.
And they come out in packets, so just put them anywhere you can stuff one. Delicious flavors. Is this an ad for Pedialyte?
Pedialyte, sponsor me?
Well, we only have 2 good ones.
That's it. The rest were horrible.
We also had that day we took pictures in front of that sandwich shop and that guy was really
That was
weird.
a good day.
That was a good day.
And we went to a bunch of vintage places and stuff.
The time we went to Passport together before I even knew
Yeah! Oh my god, that was a good day.
that iconic
Yeah.
picture on the stairs.
Yeah, that was back when they were on
That
Fifth
was the
Street.
first picture that we took together. So for context for that, we decided that we wanted to go vintage shopping and thrifting in Austin. And we went to East Austin and we just kind of popped into some stores that were in that area. We hadn't ever really been there. And the store that we first popped into was actually the store that Natalie ended up working for and still works for today.
Little did I know.
Little did you know, I'll put the picture that we took. That was crazy.
And that I took of them. Because I was not in picture.
True, you were not in picture. That's also the day that I got my iconic denim jacket.
That is true.
And I got a romper that was way overpriced, but it's fine. By my now former boss. Former boss.
Former
My
boss?
now
Your
boss.
now boss?
Yeah, not former.
Unless there's something that
hope
you can
not.
share with us.
By the time this video uploads, she will have been fired.
She might be unemployed. What's your favorite study snack?
Oh, it's candy, by far. Or goldfish. Something I can just easily, continuously eat.
We have to buy the big carton of goldfish, like the one that they use in kindergarten classrooms.
Yeah,
The
for
one
an
that
entire...
the mom of the week buys.
But it's all for me. And then I spill it on the floor.
You haven't spilled this one yet.
I got very
Yeah.
close.
My favorite snack is fruit. I'm in the zone.
You
I
healthy
need something
then.
quick.
You're so healthy.
What's mine? Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts is yours, definitely. And also waffles.
Waffles. That's not a really study snack though.
Oh,
No.
yeah, no.
Actually, I take my fruit study snack back. My study snack is fruit roll-ups.
Yep. Fruit roll-ups or Lifesavers gummies.
Lifesavers gummies, Airheads.
Airheads, but not the blue ones.
Not the blue ones.
Which I eat all the blue ones.
I don't ever see you.
I don't really snack, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't.
I just binge all at the end. It's delicious.
Right?
Mine is absolutely fantastic.
Oh, this is the question from Oddball. If you could create a live music lineup, dead or alive, who would you pick?
So headlining is Frank Ocean. Just below him, you got Earl Sweatshirt going. Below him, probably dead or alive. I guess Biggie would go before Earl Sweatshirt.
You don't have to rank them either.
No.
Well, I want to make it realistic.
Show order.
Just in case.
At 6:35 p.m.
Yeah. Just in case someone wants to go to this festival, they can plan out their time.
You're pitching it, essentially.
Are you pitching stages too?
Yes, Aquafina stage will be
Sponsored by Red Bull.
sponsored by Red Bull. Sponsored by Bang. So yeah, that's 3. And then you're gonna have the entire Wu-Tang Clan there, because they all gotta be there. You can't have a rap festival without one of the OG great ones. And then Tyler the Creator has to be on there somewhere.
No Young Lean.
Oh, Young Lean could have been on there, but not this time. Not for a live
Not
audience.
this time.
That's my own thing.
Maybe next year.
This time.
Because Tyler the Creator is gonna have a great set design. That's mine. Suckers.
I don't know what mine would be.
Little Hannah Vert.
It would be probably a mashup of a lot of different artists from a lot of different countries, though.
That's true.
I mean, Harry Styles is there.
Harry Styles is definitely there.
obviously.
So Harry Styles is definitely up there. I would really love to see Annemai Kantereit. It's a German band that y'all don't know about. Von wegen Lisbeth.
Oh
I
yeah,
would
I
love
know.
to see which.
I know them.
Oh
you've
yeah.
Yeah, those are Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
You've definitely heard them. That was the band that you thought sounded really good.
Yeah.
May, I would love to see. I know he's kind of off the grid right now, but I'd love to see him. Who have I not seen?
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy. Why would Soldier Boy be in that lineup?
Drake?
And then my last band would probably be Amber Mark, because she's really awesome. Or Lizzo. I don't know. We'll have to see.
You know I hate favorites, so it's kind of a favorite thing.
You do hate favorites.
But off the top of my head, number one, I'm thinking Arctic Monkeys, which I've already seen.
Yeah.
But I would see again.
They put on such a good show.
Tame Impala, you want to see
Oh,
live.
Tame
Tame
Impala,
Impala,
yeah.
hopefully seeing in the fall.
1975?
They'd be on there. I didn't really listen that much to the newest album,
Yeah, I didn't either.
but
I listened to one song really heavily.
we also saw them together.
Yeah, we
Another good memory.
That was a good memory. I thought I was gonna fall off the whole thing because I was so high up.
We
and
were
I
on
was
the
so
second
elevated.
tier.
I think you want to see Chief Keef.
Oh.
You love Chief Keef.
Not on my top.
You love him.
Let me look at my phone.
I love that this is so hard.
It's so hard. I hate favorites.
I mean, how is Frank Ocean now?
He is. Okay.
I guess I'll see Frank Ocean live.
It's all podcasts.
First of all, I'd go see How I Built This with Guy Raz.
I love Gara.
I mean,
I'd also want to see Tyler, but I'm not a stan. I'm not an OG fan.
no, you're not. I am, everyone.
I'm a new fan.
Yeah, just to make that clear.
I am. My old Twitter account, OFWG Rules with a Z, from like 2013. Being a stan, still here.
I'm trying to think of like an old middle school person that I would see.
21 Pilots.
No.
No, not relevant.
No.
Well, this is in their prime. Oh yeah, I'm gonna add Travis
I've already
Scott
seen
to
them at
mine.
their prime.
I'm adding Travis Scott from 2014-15 era. Days before Rodeo, Travis Scott. I don't want to see this Travis Scott. This does nothing for me.
You've
Travis
already
Scott
seen
wasn't
this
bad.
Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah, did nothing for me. But I did run when he said he was starting Mamacita.
Taking too long with this question. Ooh, I'd see Lorde. I didn't really listen to her last album, but the first album, I'd see that all the way through.
The last album wasn't bad.
There you go.
It wasn't
Yeah,
bad at all.
I listened to a little bit, but I just never went back to it.
Yep.
That's an album I go back to occasionally, just because I.
So that's a
Think of
good
something.
fall-winter album.
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
oh good fall winter.
Oh yeah, my music festival would also open with a movie screening of the latest Avengers Endgame.
Oh my lord.
I love how you just fit that in there.
No relation.
No relation at all.
So you gotta wait 3 hours before the musical acts start.
Credits and everything.
Yeah, you have to watch all the credits too. I don't care that there's no post-credit scene.
What is your most used swear word?
You had the same one?
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? This is from Miracle.
Oh yeah, Miracle.
Hi, Miracle.
Hey, Miracle.
Right now, I would want to live in New York.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with whatever Natalie wants. Wherever she wants to live.
They're dating, just by the way, so
Actually, I had no relation.
no relation at all.
I made him sit on that side of the couch.
I'd be content living in Germany, but I'd also be content living anywhere so long as like Sebastian is with me. I think I'd be
Wow.
happy. I know.
What a queen.
Cue the
Aww.
If you could change something about your home without worrying about expenses, what would you do? I would install more windows.
Oh yeah.
There's not enough windows.
Good
in this.
answer.
Great answer there. I would evict both of you and turn it into a man cave. And with a sign on the front door that says, "No chicks allowed. Top 10 rules, beers, and girls."
10 rolls. 2 rolls.
Just two. Beers, girls.
But they
That's
alternate
it.
10 times, just over and over.
Oh my god.
So no chicks allowed, but your top 10 rules are beers and girls?
Yeah.
And that's the end.
That's the end of that. Now what would you do?
I would add plants.
More
Get as many
plants.
plants as we wanted without having to worry about the cost. Because plants are expensive.
But see, like ours would go hand in hand though. We can't have plants because it's like a bunker in here.
That is
Yep.
true. They'd all
So,
die as they
yeah.
have previously done.
My actual one, I would just add more food to the house and more cabinets for me to store more food. I want it to look like a Sam's Club warehouse in here with windows and plants.
You want like forklifts going to?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Daily delivery.
Yeah, I get it delivered through via forklift too.
What is your favorite and least favorite place to eat on campus? I haven't talked about where I go to school here on my channel. That's for very personal reasons and kind of safety reasons as well. So we're just gonna be very vague about how we discuss this.
Nah, I know you have a favorite.
As of lately, in the mornings, eating at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, because they just
Specifically
renovated.
Mondays and Wednesdays around 9:50 a.m. You go in there and get you some Chick-fil-A breakfast. Favorite one.
When I had meal swipes, so my food basically cost nothing, I like going to the burrito place inside of our main building because one, the burritos were pretty good. The man was always flexing, just so nice, so Mexican, which made me feel at home. And then we would speak Spanish to each other. Then I go to check out and I got the sweetest lady at checkout all the time. I always forget her name, but she's so nice. 2 braids at all times. Just real sweet.
Queen.
And then I get a booth by myself and watch wrestling YouTube. And it was perfect. That was my perfect
When did you
lunch.
do this?
All the time.
Really?
All the time. So I caught up on wrestling.
Oh my god.
Just get out of the house.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot. You didn't have Wi-Fi in your dorm.
No, we had Wi-Fi. Oh, no, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Mm-mm, the first half we didn't.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We had Wi-Fi because we were by the lobby.
Yeah, I didn't have Wi-Fi either.
What?
I had an
What a
Ethernet.
time.
I had an Ethernet cord that I had to plug into the MacBook.
Wow, I forgot we struggled.
For a minute there. My favorite place recently has been Einstein Bros.
Really? I've
Yeah.
only been there once.
It's just because like that's where I generally was on campus for most of my classes. So
That's
yeah.
true.
That's true. I
That's
will
good.
say my least favorite was one, the Panda Express.
Panda Express by far.
The line is not worth it.
Everything
worth
tastes like
it.
soap.
Terrible. The other one next to the burrito place is that burger place that sells the terrible chicken nuggets or the terrible chicken strips.
That burger place, they would send out burgers that were like undercooked.
Yep, terrible.
Really?
Absolute garbage.
Ugh.
Don't even deserve to be in the same breath with my man.
With your man. If you could instantly learn a language without studying it, which would you learn? I have a dilemma because I would want to learn Vietnamese just because I am Vietnamese and I don't know how to speak it. But on the other hand, I could learn a really useful language like Arabic or Mandarin.
Mandarin.
I don't know. One of those 3 I'd be okay with. All 3 I'd be okay with too.
I would say Spanish.
Any reason for that? Any
I would say Spanish.
Because most of my family can speak Spanish and do speak Spanish. And I know like half of what they're saying, not really able to communicate back, so that would be nice.
I'm gonna just go with the safe option and learn every language
Oh.
on the earth.
Well,
Okay.
So that way when I watch The Cat in the Hat and they have that fighting scene from the nanny's TV, I can understand what they're yelling about at the parlor. So I would want to learn that just so I can understand what's being yelled at and fought upon.
Best and worst purchases for the house. We made a lot of purchases once we first moved in here. We went off at Marshall's, right?
yes,
Or
Marshalls
Ross.
and both.
Both.
I think.
Both.
My best would be these things.
Yes.
I don't know what they're called.
Placemats, as we
Placemats.
call them in this household.
These mats. Rounds. We call them rounds.
Rounds.
Yep.
They're
So
very convenient.
they make eating on the couch much safer, and you feel less guilty when you do it.
Particularly when it has like all these different
Multiple parts.
Yeah.
Now, does it stop me from making a mess?
Absolutely
No,
not.
absolutely not. But nothing can, so we shouldn't blame it on the
We've
mess.
tried.
Tried. I haven't made a lot of purchases for the house. My time here is temporary.
Yep.
String
The
lights.
The light bulbs.
Yes.
The light
Yeah,
bulbs.
All
you can see
light
that.
fixtures.
All light fixtures. Those
Yeah.
were good purchases.
Yeah, the PS4. That was a purchase that I totally made for the house and no one else.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't selfish by any means.
Back like 4 years ago.
Yeah, like 4 years ago.
Before we even knew each other.
Also, best purchase in the house is whenever they buy candles. It's just the best smells. And the incense in here, top notch. The worst purchase we bought was actually something I got for free from one of my jobs. Was a TV that had a VCR player inside of it. And we thought, oh, that'd be cool to watch Toy Story, obviously.
Yeah, you thought. You thought that.
And we plugged it in and the sucker didn't work. So
I forgot about fried pickles.
that's sad, huh?
We have a lot of good things in this house. A lot of the stuff that we bought has been thrifted, so if you could have any job, what would you want to do / be?
Any job in the world.
Anything?
Anything.
Yes, anything. Anything.
Oh, it's hard not to say. Oh, this is gonna sound really bad.
Oh no.
I've been thinking about this a lot lately. I would like to be the designer for all wrestling outfits. Every single one of them, because most of them are god awful. And I change them in my own game every time because I know
Is
best.
that a job? Is that somebody's job?
Oh yeah, that's
I'm
basically
sure.
costume design.
But like,
Oh, they have like personal ones, yeah. They have an entire private company for like WWE that they get their stuff done by. Which I follow 2 of those accounts.
Of course you do.
Oh yeah. Or set design for the pay-per-views and things. I would like to do that as well. So WWE, hire me, honestly. I pay $9.99 a month.
If WWE is watching this,
they're not.
If Triple H is watching this, please.
I'd like to be like a travel blogger. Ooh, so I could travel the world. I can travel wherever, everything gets paid and sponsored.
Fashion travel blogger.
And
Get
you guys
fashion
can
going.
travel the world with her.
There we go. See?
Wow, so much content could be had.
Yeah, that
Content.
isn't happening. That you'll never get.
Oh.
So just imagine it.
Well,
What about you, Nat?
I like your answer.
You like mine too?
I was gonna say something like fashion magazine. I don't know what role though.
Just in the industry.
styling, like editorial shoots,
You also have a retirement plan already.
owning like a huge vintage house, and selling like antiques and vintage in it.
Much like
So,
that house in
just-
Wimberley.
Feeding your hoarding.
Yes, essentially, while making money.
I mean,
Money, please.
it's not a bad gig, you know? This is also for America. What do you think of European fashion?
This is not really fat. No, it is. I like those
What?
European YouTubers, the fashion YouTubers, that are just as obnoxious as American YouTubers.
What?
Because they yell into the camera, but they still have the accent. So you're thinking, oh, okay,
They're
it's not going to be
classier.
as bad. But it is just as bad. And they tuck their joggers into their Venmont socks. And I love it. I love every
See, you
second.
watch a different side of YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know what you're
side
talking
you're getting
about.
into.
Men's streetwear, ooh, that's something else. That's a good bit of cringy content for you. So that's what I'm basing this off of, so I'm gonna say it's terrible.
Considering that I'm always trying to emulate European fashion, my views on it, I think, are pretty clear. I hate it. No, I really love it. I think that Europeans have a way of picking clothes that just fit them really well. In terms of
Good
like,
tailoring.
Yeah, just everything's really nice and tailored. It fits everybody's body.
Yeah.
Whereas everything here tends to be a little boxier. You don't get that same tailoring and fit to all your clothes.
I will say, international fashion, it seems like people understand their personality and they dress for their personality, whereas I feel like American fashion is just so standardized and
You dress to trends,
Yeah.
but not even.
it doesn't, you're just bland. There's no personality behind your outfits, nothing.
My thoughts. Good.
Thoughts for your thoughts.
Dream vacation destination.
Right now, Greece. Why? It looks pretty.
Beaches.
Beaches, walking in between all those white houses.
Oh, you want to go to
Mykonos.
Mykonos, yeah. Mykonos is expensive.
Yeah.
Because like I looked to going into Mykonos when I was living in Germany, and it was like $1,000 just to get there from Germany. I was like, oh, no.
Nice sunset views.
Infinity pools.
Yes. Good Instagram pictures.
I'd like to travel through Southeast Asia, like Australia as well, New Zealand as well, kind of that general area.
Yeah, I think probably, of course, first answer is wherever Natalie wants to go.
Who says you're invited?
Well, that's true. On that note, my
I'm
own
invited.
dream vacation would be to go to London and watch a wrestling show there, because wrestling in London is something else. Those people just
You're not
love
gonna
it.
see the views.
Well, yeah, I'll go do all that sightseeing stuff, but I want to go to a wrestling show in London.
Really?
That's your dream destination.
For right now, yeah.
All right. Okay. If you could give your younger self advice, what would it be?
I feel like I need advice now.
That is true.
Yeah. Start learning languages earlier.
That's a good one.
Learn Vietnamese. Just do it. And don't listen to the haters.
Hater Nation.
That was so gross.
What would I say? I don't know.
Yeah, I have too much to say to my
I have a
younger
lot.
self.
to say
Try and be an Instagram influencer. Because now it's too late. Too far in, there's too many saturated markets. You had the chance.
Yeah, my younger self was trying to do it in Oklahoma, but I had no clue because no one had ever done it. Too, while I'm in Oklahoma, stop watching The Office. Can you do something else? God.
What did I learn?
What did I learn?
So, yes or no, do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
What's your favorite piece on the shelf? So, for those of you who don't know, we have a shelf over in this corner of our house that has like a bunch of stuff in it. Nat and I kind of organized it all.
Hoarded it.
She hoarded, I organized, and then I added to the hoarding. I will start. We have a picture frame that says, "Why do men?"
Why do that?
Why do
We
men?
made it
We made it. Yes. Why do
out
men?
of vintage magazine clippings.
And then my second favorite is this like glass cowboy boot that Nat didn't tell us anything about.
My grandma got that for me, actually.
When did
I'm
you put
pretty
it on the
sure.
shelf?
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't know either.
I think, I don't know, the last time I went home, I guess Christmas. Oh,
That's what I
God.
said.
That's what she said.
That's the last time we went home.
Was it?
I thought you went home spring break.
Spring break.
Oh, that's
Spring break.
Spring break.
Maybe it was spring break. Spring break or Christmas. My grandma just gave me like a box with a bunch of stuff in it, and that was in there.
The mystery
The
solved.
mystery solved.
My favorite is our collection of mugs.
Oh yeah.
And specifically, we have matching Lady and the Tramp ones for me and Nat. So, really enjoy those.
Mine is also all of the pictures that we made from magazines.
I knew you were going to say that.
Those were nice. Those
And
came out
the
really
dog collection.
good. The little porcelain ones.
Yes, we have little porcelain dolls.
Everywhere.
Dogs.
Dogs.
Dolls would be scary.
That would be scary. How did we meet?
Sad that
Let's
this
start
isn't
with
more
y'all.
interesting.
Yeah, it's really not interesting. Let's start with y'all.
Oh
and then-
no.
Because you were a Tide package, so.
Oh my gosh.
When did y'all meet? I don't even remember like
You
that
just-
interaction.
He just came over.
Yeah, I just came over.
And
I
then
think.
slowly.
I feel like
It's
we
probably
probably
so
did-
weird, like, oh hi.
Yeah,
Simon.
we probably just didn't talk to each other until
Yep.
eventually we were like, okay, this is
Yep.
gonna be something.
Actually, I think I remember the first time that we actually talked.
I don't
I'll-
remember.
I'll tell it after.
Okay, so
Because
you
it's
wanna
kind
tell
of
it?
it's kind of weird.
Oh, I gotta tell it. All right, well, I guess we're talking about Larry in the YouTube video.
Oh god, I can't believe he's involved in our meetings.
Isn't it great? So, I had just moved to Texas, probably like 3 months, I think, somewhere around there. And so every day before lunch, I would get out of class kind of later because our teacher
Professor.
let out girls first instead of guys. So
Wait, I
would-
did not know that.
So I would come out about 2 minutes late every time because she let them all out first. And I was waiting for my friend Lawrence Harold Medina. And
That's his name.
Yes.
the third. And
third.
he did not tell me that he was in school suspension again for like the 8th time that week. And so I was waiting there like an idiot and no one ever shows up except Natalie. I think I was starting to walk away when I realized that he was an ISS. So Nat comes up from behind me and she's like, oh, I really like your shoes. I like the way you dress. And then we just start talking from there. We set up lunch plans. I won't say why we didn't go to lunch that day, but
We did go to lunch that day.
did we go to lunch that day?
I'm pretty sure.
'Cause I only got
Maybe
your-
it was for the following day.
Yeah, I only got your phone number that day. That was all I got.
Just in that passing period.
Yeah, just in that. And then I rushed over.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true.
And
I
I
think
was-
it was the next day.
Yeah, and then we went to lunch at Whataburger.
Yeah.
And then I ended up working there one day.
That's another story for another time.
That's another
But yeah,
story
that's
time.
how we met. And from there, we had our first date. And then it went so smooth until now. No bumps in the roads, no arguments.
Till now.
Until
No.
now.
Until right now.
Tomorrow, things might change. We'll see.
Yes. But that's how we met.
So, the story of me and Hannah meeting was we magically got paired together as roommates in our first dorm.
Just
in
randomly.
college. I originally signed up for another dorm, but luckily the dorm I wanted, which is the one we ended up being in, became available, so I switched. and we got paired together.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah, I wasn't even supposed to be in the dorm.
And
Damn.
there was somebody else that was assigned to that room that dropped. And so when I registered for that dorm was open.
Wow.
So I think we had like some kind of portal where you can see your roommate information that had our numbers or something.
The emails, I think.
So we texted each other, we sent pictures of our vinyl collection to see who would be bringing what
The
into
first
the dorm.
thing, the reason why I knew that this was going to work out is Nat said, my favorite thing to drink is raspberry iced tea.
Oh, yes.
I was like,
I do not remember saying that, but I guess that was the thing.
I had
that
no
was a
clue
thing.
any of this
Yeah.
happened.
That's funny.
no, the minute she said that, I was like, all right.
I do remember sending the vinyl pictures.
I really just thought you guys met on the first day. And
Oh
that was
no,
it.
we texted before.
because we
Wow.
coordinated.
That's how we knew how we were gonna be like together. I sent a picture of the shower curtain.
Yep. I told her I was bringing the TV. She said the shower curtain. She said I'll bring like the shower mat and everything.
Who knew?
We didn't bring a vacuum because she said that you had.
I did have a vacuum.
The vacuum.
That's crazy. I did not know that. Me and Joe did not talk at all before that.
That's his roommate.
Yeah. And he was a real country boy. Loved Joe.
We
though.
love Joe.
We love Joe.
We loved
Yeah,
Joe.
so then we met on the first day during move-in. We set up our space.
It was really awkward the first couple of days.
Yeah.
And we warmed up.
And now we're here
Now
in
we're
an
here.
apartment together.
Yeah.
With
3
this.
years later.
Spending-
With this.
Spending so many hours of our days together.
Oh my god. This is family meal. We
Yeah.
always do family meal when we come.
Yeah.
So the story of how we met and like actually started talking was that night that we sat on, it always is sitting on the dorm floor. We really needed to get something else
I
to sit
think
on.
one of us was on the beanbag.
The bean
The
bag.
beanbag! What was that beanbag called?
Big Joe.
Big Joe? Yeah, because I had one and Nat had one.
Maybe
But-
you were on the beanbag then.
I feel like you were, because I remember being against the mirror.
Somehow we ended up back on the floor. And you had come over and we were all hanging out. I think we were like painting or coloring. And that's when like we actually started becoming friends. It was the night that we talked about David Hasselhoff on the Berlin
Yes.
Wall.
Yeah, we did talk about that. We also
It was
talked
that
about
early on?
Larry.
Wow.
We also talked about Larry carrying a pencil in
Oh,
his
you
belt loop.
You told all of Larry's life.
All of Larry's life came out that evening.
I do love Larry. That's my favorite person. Well, other than Brandon, but Brandon's not as fun to talk about because he's not silly.
Oh, inside joke. David Hasselhoff.
David
Good
Hasselhoff.
segue. David Hasselhoff.
Any Cat in the Hat reference.
Oh yeah!
Lots of Office references.
Lots of Kitchen Nightmares references.
How many times have we seen The Office all the way through together?
Maybe
Like-
twice together until we
No.
got tired
No,
of it.
more
I
than
think
that.
like 3 or 4 times.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because we binged it right
When we got here, we
when we
binged
got
it.
here.
Yeah, that's crazy. What did I learn?
What did you learn?
What did you learn?
What did I learn?
Toy Story references?
Any Toy Story reference, specifically Toy Story 2 when
And the gag
And
rib.
the end.
Yeah.
Yes. The blue.
when Miss Potato Head is stuffing Mr. Potato Head.
And a dime, call me,
Call me.
and monkey chow.
And a dime, call me, and monkey chow.
I think that's it. Yeah, we have a few. What have you learned in the past 3 years at college?
What have I learned? I learned the most from Natalie. And Hannah too. But a lot from Natalie, especially this last couple semesters. 1, I learned how to act professionally. 2, I learned how to write an email professionally. Again, all this from Natalie, not from my paid courses. And
So why am I not getting paid?
And 3, I learned a lot of things from my B-Law professor. She's excellent, and our book that we read is excellent. And anytime we watch a TV show that has any sort of law and even just a little bit of law, I think, oh, I know exactly where that's from and how I can counteract.
So you're basically a lawyer now.
I'm basically a law major now.
A law major.
A law major.
A law major.
General law.
You took the bar.
I am the
Took it past
bar.
it. Like professional relationships.
Oh yeah. Oh, and like pursuing any like opportunity that you have, like even outside of school and all of that stuff. Just like whatever you can get into, do it. Because it'll benefit you. You'll make relationships, you'll network, you'll have contacts. One thing will lead to another thing.
It all kind of fits together. Like
don't just concentrate on your school stuff. Do like outside things.
There are things that my professional relationship set up for me to build my resume. Like I can honestly say that my resume is spectacular because of it.
It's stacked.
It's stacked. Yeah, my resume's stacked.
You worked hard. It's stacked. It looks great.
Political environment aside, if you could go back in time and visit a specific time period in history, what period would you visit? Probably like 60s or 70s. For the fashion.
Yeah, I had specifically 1968, and that was
oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Because it's my favorite year to study about because it's so chaotic. And I like if I was in that year, I would of course have the ability to teleport to every important event that was happening at the time.
The protests, everything.
Yeah, all the things that was going on. It's so good to learn about. Research 1968 if you haven't. It's great.
I'd say somewhere in the 60s.
I don't have a specific year. Just like
decades.
2 decades.
Yeah, they aren't prepared like I am.
Yeah, you have like historical knowledge.
I'm thinking of just fashion.
Yeah, I'm thinking about fashion.
Sorry.
Because it's everything political aside too. Because I know that was a really, really...
That was a super political
very
time.
Political and very hot time period.
Yeah, it was just... You didn't know if America was going to be there next year. Because it was so
insane.
much stuff. Great stuff, though.
A lot of change happened during those years. For the better.
Yep.
Alrighty. This is our last question before we get into our speed round.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I feel like I'm on Jeopardy. What's something you always have in your back pocket?
Chapstick, lotion, gum, USB drive.
We're at the same right now.
My planner!
Oh,
Yeah, planner.
We're slave star planners.
Slave Star Planner. Shout out my management teacher for that phrase.
I always keep like my lip palette with me. Just so that I can touch up my bougie lip palette. And I also keep deodorant because it's so freaking hot here.
It is hot.
And I have to travel 100 miles just to get
You do have to travel quite a bit more than we
you
do.
really do.
I have to travel like halfway across campus just to get to my classes, so I'm trying not to be too musty when I sit in my classes, or too crusty. I always
Unlike
have.
some people.
Oh my gosh.
Just like everyone in my business classes.
Another story for another time. So now we're going to do our speed round. Y'all know how this works. So I'm gonna say 2 things and then you decide which one is best. Breakfast or dinner?
Breakfast all day.
Dinner.
Breakfast.
Flowers or candles?
Candles. By far.
Flowers.
Candles.
Iced coffee or hot coffee?
Hot coffee.
Iced.
Ice.
Chapstick or lotion?
Lotion, baby. That smell good.
Chapstick.
Chapstick.
Netflix or Hulu?
Oh, that's such a tough one. I'm gonna go Netflix because The Office is on there.
Netflix has more of my shows.
I'll say Netflix too.
Yeah.
Even though we have become a Hulu house.
We have? Yes.
Yeah, thanks Hulu for taking away our free premium membership.
That was rude. Alright, necklaces or earrings?
Earrings.
Earrings.
Earrings, middle school me would have said necklaces.
Last year me would have said necklaces.
Who knew?
Okay, last one. Antique or brand new?
Oh, antique by far.
Like it really depends, but I'm gonna say antique.
Antique.
Alrighty guys, so that is it for our move out mukbang with my roommates Natalie and Jaime. If you want to follow them on Instagram, both of their handles are down below so that you can go ahead and follow them. They are much more popular than I am on Instagram, so definitely go give them a follow. We are extremely full from our Texas Roadhouse and we will probably do this again at some point. We have a lot of rules to get through later, but I'm going to end this video here. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and hit that bell so you can get notifications every time I post a new video. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye, guys.
Bye.